Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wally Rada. I'm your host for Biztalk 61. Thank you for joining me on a wet afternoon in Singapore. It's been raining heavily all afternoon. Welcome to my co-host, Mr. Amala. Thank you for joining me today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to you live from the city of Singapore, also known as Malayan City. Today, we changed the subject at the last minute. And the reason why I did that is because of the number of students who asked me to cover something about the millennial mindset. Does everybody here know what the millennial mindset is? Today, we're going to talk about the millennial mindset. All of you here are millennials. You're all born in the year starting from 1986 onwards, and you're probably born, for those a little bit older who were born somewhere around 1984, 85, you are millennials. You are the Y generation. You are the future of the world. Let's talk today about what is the millennial generation and what do the millennials bring to business today. Let me share my screen if I may. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about the millennials. The millennial customer trends and business today. What are millennials? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about two sides. The millennials' perception, okay? 77% of young people, millennials, actually say that my company's purpose is part of the reason why I chose to work here. So they didn't choose the company because of the salary. They chose the company because it invites or welcomes millennials to actually show their skills and become successful. 47% said that the purpose of business is to improve society and protect the environment. So young people, people with a millennial mindset, believe that the purpose of business is to improve society and protect the environment. 83% say that business has a positive impact on their life and they generate a good salary. 54% say that the reason they want to work or the reason they are successful is because of their optimistic outlook on the economic conditions that we live in today. And 38%, which is the minority, say that business is having impact on society and environment. But the stronger portion, 83%, say that as millennials, they can have a positive impact on business today. And that's true because the majority of today's workforce are millennials. Let's talk about that. What are millennial customer trends and what are millennials in business today? Business today needs to focus on the people, the purpose, and not just the products and the profits. In the 21st century, according to surveys done about millennials, the survey suggests that businesses, particularly in developed markets like Singapore, Australia, the United Kingdom, need to make significant changes to ensure that business continuity attracts and retains the future workforce. Who is the future workforce? It is millennials, people born in the generation starting from around 1986 onwards. Millennials want to work for organizations with purpose. A lot of you here are millennials. A lot of you want to find a job and be successful. But the problem with you is that you're not positively focused. Your mindset is not strong enough to show your resilience in finding the right job. For some of you, it's more than that. It's because the education you have is not recognized internationally in the country you're living in through no fault of your own. Today, 6 in 10 millennials have a sense of purpose, and they say that part of the reason they chose to work for their current company or the company they're looking to work for is because that company welcomes their sense of purpose, because the company understands that they are young, they are millennials, and they will bring fresh ideas to work. Millennials who are relatively high users of social networking tools, there are people who are very highly active on the internet. Millennials are people that use the social media and the website, the internet, or the superhighway for information, things like Google, Microsoft, all of those places where they can be super connected and have easy access to information. So if it's not Google, it'll be Microsoft Edge. If it's not Microsoft Edge, it'll be MSN.com. Most people in the millennial age are very high users of social networking tools, and they are very super connected. They are always online using their phone or WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn. All of those sorts of social media connections are very highly populated by millennials. Not only do millennials keep the superhighway of information, cyberspace, websites, information trends, not only do they keep those places busy, but they also dictate that any company who wants to be successful has to understand that in order to be successful, they must be visible in networking tools, social media, and on the superhighway of information, the World Wide Web. Today, more than ever, for young people in your generation, the most popular industry that people are finding jobs in are technology, media, and telecommunication, TMT. These companies who belong to technology, telecommunication, are the most popular industries for millennials, people who are in your age bracket to work in today. TMT companies that specialize in the technology, media, and telecommunication industries are the ones that actually are out and keen to hire the millennial generation. Why? It's because millennials are very much focused or very much data orientated. They're very much focused on social media and the World Wide Web. They're very well connected. And that's why technology and media companies prefer to hire millennials. Let's talk about millennials. It is commonly perceived that leadership is to be strongest in the technology, media, and telecommunications industry. And it is known factually that millennials have a larger number of leadership jobs in this industry than all the baby boomers or the X generation. Millennials are usually very, very well suited for jobs in technology, media, and telecommunications. Let's look at millennials. Let's look at people aged between 25 and 37 years old who have completed at least one bachelor's degree, or for some of you here who only completed secondary school but never studied, and now you're starting to study for a degree or a diploma. Based on facts, millennial women outdo men in college and in their studies for college completion. If you look at the millennial count of women, 43% of women around the world, compared to only 36% of men around the world, completed college or university studies in 2018. If you compare that to the number of people in other age brackets, like the Generation X or the late boomers or the early boomers, there is a much higher percentage of millennials studying for higher qualifications today. And remember, women outdo the number of men every time. because more women are focused on becoming educated and successful than men. And that goes very much with the millennial generation. Millennial men are more likely to pursue leadership jobs. Millennial men are more likely to say they would like to secure the top job within their organization than women. 59% of men are hungry to become leadership material. They want leadership jobs compared to only 47% of women. Women are also less likely to rank their leadership skills at graduation as strong. 27% of men versus 21% of women rated this skill as strong. Okay, so remember that leadership skills at graduation is usually stronger with women than men. But for some reason, millennial men are much more hungry for leadership jobs. A lot of millennial women are prepared to accept jobs that are not in leadership. But that trend is slowly changing over the period past COVID-19. So what that means to all you young women here is you should not only be focused on getting any job, you should be setting your mindset on a supervisory or leadership role, because millennials have the qualities that companies are looking for. All right, let's talk about when asked what they would emphasize as leaders, women were more likely to say employee growth and development. 34% of women said that compared to only 30% of men. All right. So remember, millennials felt that in some way, shape, or form, their job was lacking. Only 30% of them felt that and felt there was no reason to become leaders. But on the other hand, 34% of female millennials actually found that becoming leaders gave them a purpose to work. And they said that they care about leadership, they care about becoming leaders, and they care about the development and growth. Women, millennials. What is a millennial, guys? What is a millennial? A millennial is also known as a Generation Y, the most connected and educated generation in global history today. Let's talk to you guys. How many of you here are millennials? Come on, show me your hands. All of you. You're all millennials. Can I see all your hands, please? Come on, everybody, wave your hands for me. I want to see everybody's hands now. Come on. Show me your hands. Everybody, I'm waiting. Wave, everyone. Come on, Wally's waiting. Show me your hands. Everyone, please switch on your cameras, because if you don't switch on your cameras, I feel like I'm talking to no one. It's really important that everybody switches on their camera now. I want to see all your cameras now, please. Everyone, cameras. Quickly, before I go on. Cameras. Come on. Please, I need to see everybody's camera now. Good, excellent. On your cameras, there's still a lot of people with cameras off. No camera, no certificate. Switch on your cameras now. Cameras must remain on or no certificate. You don't learn anything when you switch off your camera. How can you learn? Okay, let's talk about it. How many of you here are millennials? Wave your hand to me if you're a millennial. Come on. Good, excellent. Good, excellent. Excellent, good. Jocelyn, you're a millennial. Wave your hand, Jocelyn. Good, excellent. Wave your hand, Hermina, you're a millennial. Wave your hand, Nan April, you're a millennial. Wave your hand, Dung Gwyn, you're a millennial, Dung Gwyn. Wave your hand. Show me that you want to be successful, young lady. I see the roller in your hair. You look cute. Wave your hand for me, please. Good girl. Excellent. So to be millennials, ladies, you should be happy, because millennials are very much the preferred choice for employers, especially in the technology and telecommunication industries. So Laurie Bell, if you want to become successful, the technology and telecommunication industries are looking for people in your generation. Are you there, Laurie Bell? Why have you disappeared? I need to see you, Laurie Bell. Where have you gone? Okay, guys, let's go back to our PowerPoint. So what did we say? We said that Gen Y are also known as millennials. Let's go on. Millennial facts. Millennials are one of the largest generations in history, and they're hitting their prime spending years because millennials are heard and known to be the most preferred workforce today, especially in the telecommunications and technology sectors. Popular media coverage of millennials often fixates on the industries the generation is allegedly killing, their supposed physical irresponsibility. Now, a lot of people say that millennials are killing brick and mortar stores. They're saying that the reason why people don't go to department stores anymore is because young millennials don't shop in department stores. They prefer to shop via e-commerce. And that's true. That's because millennials are very much technologically advanced. The majority of millennials today are active on the World Wide Web. Millennials today spend more time on social media than they do doing anything else. That's why millennials are the preferred workforce today. Generation Y is entering its prime. Who is Generation Y? Millennials. They are set to receive more than $30 trillion in wealth from all the other generations, Generation X and baby boomers. Why are they going to receive that? Because they are going to be ones taking the jobs, the higher paying jobs, compared to baby boomers and Generation X. Generation Y, millennials are seen as the better choice for employers today, and we'll talk about that shortly. What are the industries that stand to benefit most from millennials? Why is it that millennials are so popular? There are several industries. The first industry is that of activities and hobbies. Okay, and that covers the camping industry, the fitness industry, and the travel industry. You might ask yourself why. Well, let me tell you. The reason why is because in the United States alone, in 2020, more than 94.5 million American families went camping. That's why the camping industry is a lucrative industry for millennials to work in. All right, let's look at this. The wholesale camping industry alone around the world rose above $3 billion in sales in 2020, even though we were suffering COVID-19, okay? And that was up from only $2 billion in 2013. Prior to COVID-19, it was only $2 billion in sales. In 2020, in the midst of COVID-19, it rose to $3 billion. Why? Because millennials started getting involved in the industry. Some of them were working there, and young millennials decided if they couldn't travel overseas, they might as well go camping in their own country. Millennials. Let's go to another one. So we've covered that industry. The other industries that millennials influence are consumer goods industry, fast and casual dining, coffee industry, frozen foods industry, houseplant industry, and skincare industry, which covers makeup and cosmetics. Coffee industry covers the likes of Coffee Bean, Starbucks, Gloria Jeans, etc. All of these industries have been impacted by millennials. Why have they been impacted by millennials? Is because millennials actually frequent and have changed the way these industries work. Let's look at consumer goods, okay? Consumer goods. Millennials are very price sensitive. Young millennials are very much concerned about their health and how much they spend on food. Almost 40% of all the millennial population around the world eat meals on the go rather than spend 2 hours eating. Why? Because they don't have time to spend an hour on food. They prefer to be working, or they prefer to be looking at social media or the internet. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, in 2017, just before COVID-19 hit, all right, just before COVID-19, we experienced the coronavirus. Okay, the coronavirus in 2017 onwards closed consumer goods stores in the fast food and coffee industry. TGI Fridays and Applebee's were forced to shutter dozens of locations amid slumping sales and reduced traffic. The primary culprit, according to analysts, was millennials, a generation that allegedly no longer want to eat out. They prefer to order in or cook their own food. Millennials are dictating the consumer goods industry. Millennials today have become one of the most popular generation to employ in these industries. Transportation, the automotive, micromobility, you know, the battery-operated scooter that people ride around on the roads these days. And the last but not least is the finance and banking industry. Let's talk about this. Who are the millennials? The millennials are Generation Y, people born between roughly 1980 to 1994, or now probably from 1984 onwards to 1996. They're already in the millennial bracket. Okay, so millennials, Gen Y millennials, are the people that are the ones most wanted in the workforce, and they are the ones that are placing the greatest emphasis on today's economy. Let's talk about that. Does everybody here understand what I mean by millennials? Who can put up their hand and tell me? Let's talk to some of you. Who knows what I mean by a millennial? Hermina, do you understand what I mean by the word millennial, young lady? Talk to me, gorgeous. Hi, Hermina.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Oh, good, sir. Thank you.
So, Hermina, did you know that you're a millennial before I taught you what a millennial means?
Not yet.
All right. Well, you are
because
I'm
from Gen Z. I mean Gen X.
All right. Well, how far into Gen X are you? How many years?
3 years.
All right. Well, don't give up, because you can still be considered a millennial, taking into account COVID-19. All right. So you need to think as a millennial, Hermina, because if you don't think as a millennial, your chances of success or being as successful as a millennial are fading. But there's one way you can fight that. You must become techno savvy. Do you understand what I mean? You must be social media savvy. That is very important in the millennial age. You must involve technology in everything you do. Are you a very heavy fan of social media, Hermina? Do you browse social media? Use online every day?
Yeah.
World Wide website every day at work?
I do, sir.
Hermina, you will become a successful millennial, all right? You know, Hermina, I'm not a millennial anymore, but I try to be. My friend, Mr. Goldman, Mr. Amala, sorry, is a millennial, all right? But I need to keep reminding him. He just got married. He's a millennial. He's a young millennial, all right? But he still hasn't got a daughter or a son. Hopefully they will come soon, because that's the next criteria for millennials. They love to have families. They love to be successful. They love to become rich. but they have to be technology focused. Let me leave you with 3 important points, Herminia. I want you to write these down. In order to become successful as a millennial, you must be egocentric. Do you know what I mean by egocentric, Hermina? You must have a big ego. You must want the best. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you must focus on becoming richer and getting a better job. Don't ever say to yourself, what I have is enough, because then you're closing your ego gate. You must be very much egocentric. Number 2, you must be eccentric. Do you know what I mean by eccentric, Hermina? Do you know what I mean by eccentric, ma'am? Try. What do you think I mean?
Like you're eager to learn.
Egocentric is eager to learn.
Oh.
Eccentric is when Hermina keeps puzzling her brain to solve problems before somebody else solves them. It's when Hermina tries to do something better than everyone else. It's when you go outside your comfort zone. Does that mean anything to you? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I got it.
Let me give you an example, Hermina. Let me give you a common example. What's something that you have been doing for many years the same? Give me something in your life that you've always done the same. Give me any example.
Well, I've been working as a domestic helper for a long time. So now I'm studying and I want to have a better job too.
Very good, Hermina. That's what I wanted you to say. Can I ask you a question, Hermina? I want to motivate you. I don't want you to get angry with me. Do you enjoy being a domestic helper?
Not at all.
Okay. Tell me, why did you become a domestic helper? It's because you needed to earn money to support your family. Is that right?
Yes, that's the main reason why.
Herminia, let me tell you something. I respect you. God bless you, young lady, because you're one of the young women who deserve a better job, because you sacrificed your own career to support your family. God bless you. Can everybody give Hermina a big hand, please? All of us together. Let's clap. Come on, everyone, clap. Excellent. Congratulations, Hermina. Hermina, what I want you to do is not to have tears. I want you to have joy, because I'm trying to motivate you. Do you understand that? So what I want you to do, Hermina, I want you to study hard to graduate. And I know, because I know you're one of our
Hopefully,
students.
sir.
And what I want you to do, Hermina, is I want you to have a big ego. Every night, I want you to look in the mirror and say to yourself, by the time I graduate, I am never going to be a domestic helper again. Can you repeat that? Repeat it after me. I will soon never be a domestic helper again. Say it.
I will soon never be a domestic helper again. I will have a
God
better
bless
job.
you. I want you to be eccentric and egotistical at everything you do. Do you promise me that?
I do, sir.
And Wally is here to motivate you. Anytime you lose motivation, Hermina, anytime your lousy employer gives you a hard time, just message me and I'll motivate you again. Do you understand that, young lady?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Hermina. Thank you. God bless you. Let me talk to someone else. Laurie Bell Olivas, can you switch on your microphone, young lady? Laurie Bell, you're not smiling today, Laurie Bell. I'm not happy. Usually you smile for me. Today you look like an old woman who's just woken up out of bed. Smile, Laurie Bell. Open your microphone and say hello. Good afternoon, Laurie Bell. Quickly, Laurie Bell. Don't be lazy. Open your microphone. Is it open? I can't hear you. Unmute your microphone. Mr. Amala, could you unmute Laurie Bell's microphone? You don't want to talk to me? Okay, it's all right. It's okay. All right. Nice to see you again, Laurie Bell. Smile for me, please. All right, let me talk to someone else. Good on you, Laurie Bell. Don't be shy, young lady. You need to talk so I can help you. Don't be shy, please. Let me talk to someone else. Who wants to talk to me? Let me talk to one of the young men here that looks like he needs motivation. Mr. Laxman Pogula. Hello, Laxman. How are you? Where are you from? Switch on your microphone, young man. Hello, Laxman. Where are you from? You're on a bus. It's okay. I'll talk to you again later. Let me talk to Marcelita Escudero. Hello, ma'am. Where are you from today? What part of the world are you in today? Tell me. Unmute your microphone. Marcelita, can you unmute your microphone? Do you know how? Can you help her, please, Mr. Amala? Okay, go ahead, Marcelita, unmute your microphone. Hello? Okay, I think Marcelita can't unmute her microphone. Do you know how to do it? Come on, quickly. It's very simple, ma'am. Unmute your microphone. Okay, unmute your microphone. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, hi, Marcelita. Where are you from today?
I'm from Philippines, but I'm currently working in Malaysia.
Okay, do you enjoy working in Malaysia, Marcelita?
Yes,
All
no
right,
choice.
great. Marcelita, you're a little bit older than all the others like me.
Yes,
we're no
I'm
longer,
on my
we're no longer in the
50s.
Y generation. We're no longer millennials, but you can still behave like a millennial and make money like a millennial. Do you understand what I mean by a millennial, Marcelita?
It's the younger age.
So you have to be technologically savvy. You have to be very much social media friendly. You must always set yourself an ego. You should never fail your ego, all right? Every day you look in the mirror, you should aim your dreams at the next level. You should not say, I'm old and I'm happy with what I've got, because that means you've given up your ego. Do you understand that, Marcelita? Marcelita, I'm older than you. Do you want to guess how old I am? How old do you think I am, Marcelita? Don't you give away my secret, Amala. How old do you think I am, Marcelita? Have a guess.
55?
Marcelita, you're being very rude now. I'm not that old, young lady. You want to try another guess?
50.
Come on, quickly. I'm very close to 55, ma'am. I'm 10 years younger. But Marcelita, thank you for that. My wife said to me the other day, I look like a 70-year-old. So you have given me a compliment today and motivated me. My wife told me I have to lose 10 kilos so I look like a beach boy again. I'm trying my best, but it's very hard because I work long hours and sit on a chair in front of the computer most of the day. But Marcelita, do you understand what I'm saying? You should never give up your ego. Do you understand that? You know what my biggest ego is right now, Marcelita? You know what my biggest ego is now? To see each one of you guys graduate and get a better job. Do you think that it's a reasonable ego for me to have? Is that the right ego for me to have?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, well, say it. Don't be shy, young lady. What are you shy about? All right. Marcelita, I'll talk to you again shortly. Thank you for talking to me today. God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Let me find one of the other young ladies here that I haven't spoken to. Aliyami, okay, fine. Jocelyn, where's Jocelyn gone? Jocelyn, are you here today? Jocelyn, open your microphone, young lady. Hi, Jocelyn, how are you today?
I'm good, sir.
Do you understand what I mean by millennial?
Yes, sir. The
Are you a
younger
millennial,
generation.
Jocelyn, or not?
No.
Okay, but do you still want to be a millennial? Do you still
Yes.
have an ego to improve your life or not?
Yes.
Are you working at the moment, Jocelyn?
Yes, domestic helper.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Jocelyn? Are you happy being a domestic helper?
Not so.
Okay, I want to ask you another question. Look in the camera, Jocelyn. Don't look at the side. Tell me, the reason why you became a domestic helper is to support your family. Is that right?
Mm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
I am so proud of you, young lady, because you sacrificed your future for your family. Can everybody give Jocelyn a big hand, please? Everybody for Jocelyn. God bless you,
Thank you.
Jocelyn. That
Thank
makes me
you.
so egotistical that I want to get you out of that terrible job. I want to get you a decent job in an office. No one wants to be a domestic helper. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So what are you studying with us at the moment? Diploma in Business and Sales Management. Is that right?
Postgraduate
Are you
diploma.
doing your postgraduate diploma? Okay,
Yes.
I can't wait to see you graduate. So you have an added advantage, Jocelyn, because not only are you going to start thinking like a millennial, you're also going to have the education of a millennial because you're studying your postgraduate diploma today and you're learning what all the millennials are learning. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Remember, Jocelyn, big ego and always think out of the box. You understand that? Can
Thanks.
you repeat after me, Jocelyn? Repeat after me. I will pass my postgraduate diploma. Say it.
I will pass my postgraduate diploma.
I will never work as a domestic helper again after I pass.
I
Say
will
it.
never work domestic helper again after I pass my postgraduate diploma.
I want you to look at the mirror every night, Jocelyn, every stupid night before you go to sleep, after you've had your shower, and when you're wearing your cute pajamas. I want you to look in the mirror and say to yourself, Jocelyn will one day never be a domestic helper again. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. I want you to study hard, Jocelyn, and I want you to focus on your ego. Where should your ego be focused? On becoming more successful and getting a better job. Is that right, Jocelyn? Thank you very much, Jocelyn. Let me talk to the young man wearing the beautiful suit. I'm jealous now. I should have been wearing a suit today. Mr. Gideon, how are you today, sir? Open your microphone. I feel so proud of you wearing a suit and a tie today. Open your microphone, sir. Would you like to talk to me? Go ahead. Would you like to unmute your microphone? Donkwe? Mr. Gideon, do you want to unmute your microphone? No? Okay. All right, let's go. Yes, go ahead. Unmute your microphone, sir. Are you there, sir? Hi, how are you today,
sir.
mate? How are you?
I'm doing great, sir.
You
I'm doing
look
great.
so motivated. You look full of energy in your suit. I'm so proud of you. Everybody give Gideon a big hand, please. Give Mr. Gideon a big hand. Everyone. God bless you. Gideon, tell me, are you a millennial or not?
I am not, but I want to be.
Right. Can I ask you, Gideon, Mr. Gideon, sorry, what do you think you need to do to become a millennial? What are you going to start doing today? Tell me, when you go home today, after I finished with you, what are you going to do differently?
There are things that I do traditionally that I want to transport online in order to fashion myself into the millennial goal.
All right. So what you need to do first is give yourself a big ego. Do you understand what I mean by ego? Okay. So if I asked you, what is the biggest thing you'd like to achieve today? What is it in your ego today that you want to achieve? Is it money or success?
My biggest vision is to be able to help a lot of people have food on their table in my society.
Well, you know, that's a very brave ego, and I bless you. God bless you 1,000 times. We're both in the same category. But for you to be able to do that, sir, you need to be successful yourself. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do,
Very well.
I want you to set yourself very large goals and have a big ego. All right. And part of being a millennial, sir, is you have to have an egotistical mindset. All right. You have to be eccentric. Do you know what I mean by eccentric? Don't try to copy everybody else. Do it your way. Change the world. All right. And you have to be technologically savvy. Do you read the internet every day?
Thank you, sir.
Do you go to social media? Are you active on social media?
Very well, very well.
Okay. Remember, the biggest opportunities for people today are people who are active on social media, people who are focused on using technology as part of their life, and people who have an ego to move forward. Do you understand that? Thank you. I'll talk to you again soon. I keep studying.
God bless you.
I look forward to seeing you graduate very soon. All right, mate? Thank you so much.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
It's my pleasure. You don't have to thank me. All right, thank you. Let's go on. Let me talk to somebody else here. Where are all these regular students who are very quiet today? Okay, where are we? Sarah. I've got you here. Sarah Piang. Hello, Sarah. Where are you? Good afternoon, Sarah. Can you switch on your microphone? Hi, Sarah. Hello, how are you today? Unmute your microphone, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you today?
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Good. How
Good.
about you?
Good. Sarah, you are a millennial. So tell me, is your ego big enough or do I have to motivate you?
I have already big ego, so I just also need motivation from you.
Well, I'm telling you, young lady, your ego has to be twice as big because I want you to be successful. Do you understand that, Sarah? Hello? Are you there, Sarah? Okay, I think Sarah's dropped off. We'll come back to her again. Let me talk to someone else before I go on. Cheryl Degan, are you there, Cheryl? Open your microphone, Cheryl. I haven't forgotten you. Your name's on my list. Go ahead, Cheryl. Unmute your microphone. Come on, Cheryl. Don't be scared. Open your microphone. Are you there, Cheryl? I can't help you, Cheryl, unless you talk to me, gorgeous. Okay. Hurry up, Cheryl. Good girl. Hi, Cheryl. Unmute your microphone. Are you there? Unmute your microphone. Hello, Cheryl.
Are you hearing me?
How are you today, Cheryl?
Yeah, I'm great.
Are
Fine.
you a millennial, Cheryl?
Yeah, I think.
You think? Cheryl, when you say I think, it means that you're not sure of yourself. I want you to answer yes, all right? Are you a millennial? Yes. Say yes. All right. Can I ask you, Cheryl, are you happy with your job now?
Not too much.
All right. How big is your...
I want to upgrade.
Okay. How big is your ego, Cheryl?
Not too much. I need more.
Okay. So can I ask you, why is your ego not big? What's stopping you from having a big ego?
A problem sometimes, but I need more.
Okay, can I tell you something? All the problems in the world will never go away. As humans, if we don't have problems, we never learn. So the more problems you have, the bigger the ego you should have. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And remember, to have an ego is to have somebody achieve their goals. Without having goals and having an ego, you can never be successful. Do you understand that, young lady?
Yes.
And when you have an ego, you must always cross the boundaries and try to do things differently. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I want you to say it with confidence, young lady. Stop saying it like you're unsure of yourself. Speak with confidence. Say, yes, I will have an ego. Let me hear your voice. Come on.
Yes, I have big ego now.
I don't believe you until you show it to me, all right? So I want you to study hard, and I want to see you smiling, and I want to see you build confidence to be able to speak to me without being sad. Because when you lack confidence, you will never be successful. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll talk to you again shortly. One more person before I go back to the lesson. Amira, are you here? Amira Busman? Yeah, there she is. Hello, Amira. How are you today? Can you open your microphone for me? Hi, Amira. How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's okay. Although yes, sir.
Are you a millennial?
By doing so, yes.
Okay, well, you look like a millennial. Thank you for saying it and admitting it. Can I ask you, how big is your ego? Is it big?
Yeah.
All right.
Too much high if I can.
Well, that's good. I want it to be bigger. Can I ask you, do you know what I mean by the word eccentric? What does it mean to be eccentric? What do I mean by that? It's okay, I'll explain. To be eccentric is to try to do things differently than the way everybody else does them. Is always try to think of a new way to do things. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right, so I want you, Amira, to start thinking out of the box. Every time you go to work, or every time you do something, ask yourself, can I do it better so that I will be recognized for what I'm doing? Because if you keep doing it the old schoolgirl way, you will never be recognized. You understand that? Yes or no?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good on you. I'll talk to you again shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, two of the biggest ingredients for being a millennial are ego, being egocentric, being eccentric, and being technologically centric. What do I mean by technologically centric? It means having an appetite for social media, learning how to use computers and technology, using the worldwide website and information highway, the super highway of information online on a regular basis. You need to be egocentric, eccentric, and work outside the box, outside your comfort zone, and you need to be technocentric. Does everybody understand that? Could you wave your hands to me, please? Wave your hands to me. Good, excellent, excellent. I love it. Thank you, Mortiza. Thank you very much, Voti. All right, let's go back to my PowerPoint slides and we'll talk again shortly. If you look at it here, Y Gen, as I said, is anybody from around 1980 through to 1996, 97 is still Gen Y. All right. Gen Y is basically becoming rich because it's able to steer Gen X and the baby boomers. And it is definitely better able to steer Gen Z. In actual fact, the biggest competition to Gen Y are Gen X and Gen Z. The baby boomers that were born between 1940 and 1959, they're already, most of them are going into retirement. So our biggest competition for Gen Y is Gen X, 1960 to 1979. The people in Gen Z, a lot of the ones that are educated up to about 1996 could still consider the Gen Y, or they could still see themselves as Gen Y, providing they think like Gen Y. What makes Gen Y so successful? They believe in technology. They're technocentric. They believe in globalization and taking over the world. They believe in making the economy stable, and they are very, very particular about the way they do things. They are very much in love with the emergence of technology and the internet. The way they behave is they see themselves as a person of the world, not a person of one country only. They ask questions to learn, and they really believe in themselves. That is a Gen Y millennial. You need to focus on being a Gen Y millennial. Even if you're born in 1980, it doesn't matter, providing you put your mindset to it and think like a millennial. You can be successful like a millennial. Okay, let's go on. How to compare Gen Y millennial consumers with other consumers. The old ways of selling and marketing don't work on millennials because millennials don't believe in people and stores and the stories that salesmen tell them. Gen Y millennials usually rely on information they receive from the information superhighway, the internet, or through social media, and they do their own analysis before they buy something. Gen Y millennials are often interchangeable identifiers for people born, as I said, anywhere between 81 and 96 can fit into that millennial bucket, providing you think and behave like a millennial. Egocentric, eccentric, and technocentric. Millennials are very skeptical of advertising in general and often dislike traditional outbound marketing or cold calling. Instead, they prefer to do their own research on the World Wide Web or through social media before they buy anything. The battle to win Gen Y millennial customers starts online. So today more than ever, if your business is not online, it will not survive in the 20th century. Companies today have to service millennials. If they don't service the millennial mindset, companies will not succeed. The average lifespan of a company is usually between 15 to 20 years, providing it deals with the changes in consumer behavior. So if a company can't deal with Gen Y and are still in the baby boom customer mindset or in the Generation X mindset, they will not survive as a company. The fact is, Gen Y is one of the most powerful spending generations in the global economy right now. Millennials are often criticized for their obsession with technology and general egocentricity. But like it or not, this is the up and coming generation that's going to shape the world and workplaces of tomorrow. And you guys need to be part of that. By late 2023, at least half of the world's working population will be composed of millennials, and population will be made up of individuals in the millennial generation. All right, so remember, by late 2023, at least half the world's working population will be composed of millennials, and you can be part of that. Individuals within this generation will be starting and managing their own companies more frequently because millennials, remember, have a globalized mindset. Remember we said that? Globalization, they're globalists. They want to basically pioneer. They want to take on the world. They are not someone who want to sit back, go and work in a factory and earn a salary. They are people who want to tackle the world. They want to be remembered. They want to be international. They want to conquer business. They want to make money. All right, let's move on. Business cultures and values that appease millennial demands are needed if businesses want to be out-competed. All right, so if a business doesn't want to be out-competed, if a business wants to survive, they have to meet and appease or please millennials. If you don't appease millennials, you will be out-competed. If you're out-competed, it means you will go out of business. So in order not to go out of business, a company or a business must change the way it does business to accommodate the millennials, which is one of the strongest spending generations in the world today. Remember, we said that by 2023, late 2023, at least half of the world's working population will be composed of millennials. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why many companies are not successful, the reason why many companies are going out of business today is not because they don't want to appease millennials. It's because they don't understand or they don't face the reality of how to deal with millennials. And let's look at that. In order to get over the hurdle and be successful, in order to appease millennials, they have to be aware and understand what millennials want and what their behavior is. The company has to have a desire. They have to make a decision that moving forward from today, they want to service the millennial population. By 2023, millennials will be the largest part of the working population. Companies need to have the knowledge on how to appease millennials. They need to understand what millennials want. They need to have the people and the ability to deal with millennials. And they need to continue to upgrade their services so that millennials will come back. For example, if you have a business and the business is not online, the business is not on social media, the business does not use technology, the chances are you will never appease the millennial generation. You will never appease the millennial generation. Let's go back and talk to everyone. Does everybody now know what I mean by the millennial generation? I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to ask all of you to give me at least one example of what you think a millennial is and how you're going to change today to show yourself as a millennial. All right? Can everybody give me one example you think? Wave your hands if you think you have an example. Come on, everyone, wave your hands. Stop being passive. Let me see you being active and successful. Janice, stop sleeping on your hand, Janice. You look like somebody who doesn't want to be successful. For the love of God, you're a beautiful young woman. You have the beauty of a millennial. Use your beauty, young lady. Have the belief in yourself. Repeat after me, Janice. Say it with your microphone switched off. I want to be successful. Say it. Good. Janice, every night before you go to sleep, I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, is my ego big enough? And I want you to answer no. And I want you to add more to your egotistical mindset. Do you understand that, Janice? Yes or no? Can you open your microphone and talk to me? Can you do that for me? Open your microphone, Janice. Can you unmute your microphone? My co-host, can you show Miss Janice how to unmute, please? Amala? Can you unmute your microphone, Janice? Yes or no?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, Janice.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Janice. Tell me, Janice, how can you be more egotistical? What can you do to have a bigger ego, Janice?
My ego, I don't want to become a domestic helper. If I finish
Right.
this
All right.
course.
So if you want that to happen, Janice, you need to have confidence. You need to look at yourself in the mirror every day and say to yourself, I want to get out of this. I need to work harder to pass and get a better job. I need to start thinking outside my comfort zone and do things in a different way. Do you understand that, Janice?
Yes, sir.
Good on you, Janice. I'll see you in the next Biztalk. Remember, Janice, smile, believe in yourself. Say it after me, Janice. I believe in myself. Say it.
I believe in myself.
Louder, Janice. I can't hear you. I believe in myself.
Myself.
Good girl. I'll see you at the next Biztalk. You promise, Janice?
Yes, sir.
Good girl. Excellent.
But I only have time right now because I'm here at the Philippines. But if I'm back at Hong Kong, I don't have time for 5 to 7. I attend 9 to 12.
All right. Well, Janice, listen, drop me a message later and tell me what time is better for Biztalk. And, you know, maybe in the future we'll run Biztalk at night. But my co-host will send you my WhatsApp number now. Mr. Amala, could you share my WhatsApp number in a private message to Janice Torman Jemasula? And Janice, just drop me a message and we'll see what we can do to help you. But Janice, remember that Biztalk is actually uploaded on our social media, on our YouTube channel called the Apex Stories, and you can watch it every 2 weeks. You can watch the video there and learn from me. Do you understand that, Janice? But of course, I prefer to see you here in class. All right, Janice?
I wanted, but just because I am a domestic helper only.
I know, Janice. I know. And hopefully when you go back to Hong Kong, you can tell your boss that once a week on a Saturday, you need 2 hours to attend classes. All right? Maybe try. Maybe your boss will understand. All right?
I would be terminated, sir.
All right. Good on you.
I'm happy right now. I attend the Biztalk.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. My job is to make you successful. Thank you, Janice. I'll
Thank you
talk
very
to you
much,
soon.
sir.
Let me go to another young lady who looks very bored with her hand up against her mouth, and she's got the light switched off, so I can't see her smile. Azabikova Lenara, good afternoon, ma'am. Can you on your microphone? You see, Azabikova, I see all my students. No one can hide from me. On your microphone, young lady. Mr. Amala, can you show her? Good evening, ma'am. Where are you from?
Sir.
What country are you in tonight?
I am from Uzbekistan.
All right, can I
Good
ask
evening,
you?
sir. Good
Good,
evening.
excellent. What have you
all.
learned? What have you learned from me today? What have you learned about being successful and being millennial? Tell me what you've learned.
In this program and in this postgraduate degree and in this business talk, I learned everything. I learned a lot of issues from this business and the direct of the business and how to plan business and how to weigh to earn money in the future, maybe
Right, can
to
I
be
ask
in
you,
the
are you running your
millionaire.
own? Are you running your own business or are you working at the moment?
Well, in the future, I want to organize, to plan my business in the future. But in the mirror every day in the evening, I opposite in the mirror and I say, in the future I will be millionaire woman. And sometimes
All right.
inside in my mind, when? And
So you must
why I should try.
You must keep doing that and keep your ego growing. Do you understand that, young lady?
Okay.
I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. All right, let me talk to
Thank
someone
you so
else.
much.
Let me talk to Mr. Suthan. Hi, Suthan. Can you talk to me? Unmute your microphone, sir. Good evening. Where are you from today? Are you there, Suthan? Hello, Suthan. Where are you from? Would you like to on your microphone, sir? You need to button up your shirt before you on your microphone. Are you there? Good evening, Suthan. Which country are you from?
Sir, I'm from India, sir.
You need to, there's noise in the background. Can you ask them to move away so I can talk to you?
Yes, I'm from India, sir. I'm from
All right,
India.
so tell me, Suthan, have you understood my lecture today about
Yes,
millennial
sir.
centricity and about being a millennial?
Actually, I learned that.
Okay, I can't hear you, Suthan. I'll have to come back to you, sir. There's a noise in the background. Did you understand today's lesson?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Good on you. Thank you, Suna. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
let me talk to Victoria. Victoria Reyes. Good evening, Victoria. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Victoria, what does being a millennial mean to you? What have you learned from it today?
Well, first of all, you must be technologically savvy because now everything is online. And
Yes.
also, I believe that the millennial mindset is a way of thinking that builds being socially conscious.
Right. And what else?
In all aspects. And also, you must be open to change because it is very important that you have that attitude. I am also a domestic helper, but I empower myself, and I will not say that I'm only a domestic helper. I say I am, and I am proud to be a domestic helper.
That's the way it should be, that you have the right ego. So you're working as a domestic helper because you need to generate an income. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And you should be proud of that because people know that you have the mentality that you want to work. And one day you will be successful. I know that because I can hear it in your passion and I commend you. Can everybody give this lady a big hand, please? This is a lady who joins all my sessions. Can everybody give her a big hand? Everybody clap for her.
I communicated this thing. I just changed my employer. I'm very new, but before I signed the contract, I said I have my online class.
Yes.
And will you accept that at 9 Tuesday and Thursday I'm going to have my online class? And they said it's so I already have that mindset to them that I am learning, and I
Yes.
said that you must also adjust to me. If you really like to hire me, then eat earlier so I can finish earlier.
All right. And how did they react? What was their answer?
Well, I'm very lucky because they are very supportive, and they even asked me to use their. They asked me, "What can we help you to, to go on with your classes?"
You're very
And I
lucky. You're very lucky that you have an employer and a family that loves you like that. God
said,
bless you. I'm so proud for you. What country are you working in?
I am in Singapore. Actually, sir, I am having the class with my daughter.
Fantastic. Excellent. Well, I live in Singapore too. And when I was a young boy in Australia, my father had a nanny look after me. It wasn't a domestic helper. She was a nanny. She basically only looked after me, packed my lunch, sent me to school, and helped me with my homework and cooked dinner for me. And let me tell you something. When my nanny left me, when I was about 12 years old and went back to her own country, I cried for nearly a week. We kept in touch until she became 77 years old. Her son is now a doctor of medicine in Egypt, and he is still my best friend, and I talk to him. And the only reason I know him is because his mother was my nanny for 12 years. So you've got nothing to be ashamed of, young lady.
Yeah, we have to be proud. We are earning in a decent way.
Absolutely. And young lady, I want you to keep your positive motivation, and I want you to focus on becoming a powerful millennial. I want you to have an ego. I want you to be eccentric.
Actually, sir, I'm not that young anymore.
Well, I know you're not young, but you can have a young mindset. It doesn't have to be physical.
I am young at heart. I am
That's
young
right.
at
Excellent.
mindset.
Excellent. So you have to be egocentric, eccentric, and you have to be technocentric. You understand what I'm saying?
And I have that energy that is very youthful. So every day, I'm always active and on the go.
Good on you. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for joining me today. Let me go to someone else here. Let me go to Janellen Casas. Hello, Janellen. Where are you from today? Are you there, Janellen? Unmute your microphone, young lady. Don't be shy. Unmute your microphone. Hello, Janellen. You want to talk to me, Janellen? Do you want to unmute your microphone? Are you there? Okay, I'll come back to you. Thank you, ma'am. All right, let's go on. Let me talk to Nancy Marilia. Nancy Marilia, are you there, Nancy? Can you unmute your microphone for me? Good evening, Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Can you unmute your microphone, Nancy? Okay. Florita, are you there, Florita? Hi, Florita. Maria Corolla, are you there, Maria? Come on, guys. If you want to learn anything and become successful, what are you doing hiding behind a poster with your microphones and pictures switched off? Hi, how are you, young lady?
I'm good. How are you? Sorry,
Tell
because
me,
I'm
what have
at
you
work.
learned from my session today?
Yeah, it's regarding about millennials, to be a millennial.
Are you a millennial?
Not really, quite.
All right. Can I ask you why? Can you be honest with me? Why are you not? Is it because you're not confident? Is it because you don't have an ego? Or what do you think your biggest problem is?
No, for me, it's because the upgrading is so fast, and we are not so much, not the resources is not there. Not every resources is available, but I'm trying to be there. I'm learning.
Young lady, I'm here to help you get there. So what I want you to say is,
that's why I'm in your classes, actually.
Right, I want you to tell me that I'm working towards it, but never say I don't or I can't. Do you understand that? Always say I want, I will. Can you use those words for me? I will.
Yes,
I want. Will. I believe. All right?
Okay.
Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I do believe in myself.
Can you say it out loud so everybody can hear you? I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Good. So remember, to be a millennial, I want you to think with a large ego. I want you to be egocentric. You promise that?
Yes.
I want you to be focused on doing things differently, better than everybody else. I want you to be eccentric. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
And I want you to be technocentric. I want you to go to social media once every couple of days and learn how to use social media and the internet. You do that?
I'm there every day. I work as a hairdresser. I had to learn how to take photo, how to edit photo, how to do videos, add music to that. So
Excellent.
I'm
All right.
everywhere.
You keep studying and you keep coming to Biztalk, all right? I want to see you here in 2 weeks' time. All right, gorgeous?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me talk to the gentleman here who's looking at me in his white shirt and tie, Mr. Abdurrahman Saeed Muhammad. Can you switch on your microphone, young man? Abdurrahman Saeed Muhammad. Are you there? Hi, Abdurrahman. How are you today?
Fine. Well.
Good. Have you learned anything from my session today?
Yes, more.
What have you learned? Tell me what you've learned.
I've learned more about the millennial customers.
Yes.
So there are many other things about the session.
So what are 3 important things that a millennial must have? Egocentric, eccentric, and technocentric. Do you remember those 3 elements?
Yes.
All right, good on you. I look forward to seeing you at the next Biztalk. Keep studying and keep focused, all right?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Let me talk to Frieza Casildo. Hello, Frieza. Can you open your microphone for me, Frieza? Hello, Frieza. Are you there? Frieza? No? Okay. Let's go to Ruby Carr. Are you there, Ruby Carr? Ah, Frieza. Hello, Frieza. How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Good.
I'm taking my dinner, sorry.
That's okay. Frieza, what have you learnt today from me? What have you learnt from Wally today?
How to...
What have you learnt from Wally today?
How to be motivated in every aspect of life, in terms of, especially in the business.
All right.
Let's be a business minded and positive every time and every day.
Okay. Do you think that's going to help you?
Yes, of course. It's very big help to attend the Biztalk review, sir.
Okay, I look forward to seeing you at the next Biztalk, and I want you to keep on studying. I want you to repeat after me.
Yes.
I believe in myself. Say it.
I believe in myself.
No, don't say it so slowly. Say it with confidence. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Good girl. Excellent. Keep on studying. I'll see you at the next Biztalk. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've tried to instill today is basically a sense of confidence and what it takes to fit into the millennial generation. The millennial generation by the end of 2023 will be the largest working population around the globe. And regardless whether you're born in those years or outside those years, even if you're born in the X gen, you can still be a millennial, but you have to have the millennial mindset, Muhammad Nasir. You have to think like a millennial. You have to be egocentric. You have to be eccentric, and you have to be technocentric. Do you understand that, Muhammad Nasir? Can you wave your hand to me? Muhammad Nasir, you need to switch on your camera. All I can see is a photo, sir. Can you unmute your microphone, Muhammad Nasir? Mr. Muhammad Nasir, can you unmute your microphone? All right, okay, let's go on. Who else would like to ask me a question? All these people who have switched off their cameras today, I am not very happy. If you want to attend Biztalk, you need to switch on your camera and learn. I am here to teach you. I am here to help you and motivate you. If you don't even switch on your cameras, how do you expect to learn anything and become motivated? For the love of God, switch on your camera moving forward. I am here to help you. I'm not here to talk and you go around, walk around and ignore me. Switch on your camera so you can learn. If you don't switch on your camera, you won't get a certificate. Switch on your camera so you get a certificate. Switching off your camera is as good as you not being here. Does everybody understand that? Okay, let's go on. All right, does anybody else have any questions for me, please? Anybody else have any questions? Ask me, I'm here to help. Who wants to ask me a question? Go ahead, put your hand up and I'll answer it. Okay, who's next? Okay, Hazel, would you like, Hazel? No? Okay, who wants to talk to me? Who wants to talk to me? No one wants to talk to me? You all hate me or what? Okay, who's scratching their head? All right, does anybody have any questions for me about anything that you've learned today? Come on, everyone. Anne Ha, you have any questions, Anne Ha? Can you unmute your microphone, Anne Ha? I'm coming to the people who've raised their hand. Just give me a minute. Anne Ha, can you unmute your microphone? Hello, Anne Ha. All right, hi, how are you today?
I'm okay, but it's quite noisy here.
That's okay. Have you learned anything from me today?
Yeah, I think a lot.
Good. All right, remember, Anha, you need to think like a millennial. You need to start behaving like a millennial. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, good on you. I'll talk to you soon. It's a bit noisy in the background. Thank you so much. All right, let me talk to Crystal Balamban. Hi, Crystal. Can you unmute your microphone? Hello. Hi, Crystal. How can I help you? Go ahead.
I just want to ask, how can you motivate? Some people I know experience that feeling exhausted, feeling tired, feeling depressed, you know.
Okay, can you slow down and repeat your question, Crystal? I couldn't hear you. Speak slowly and repeat your question, please.
Okay. I just want to ask how you will motivate some people, because sometimes they experience feeling exhausted, feeling tired, feeling depressed.
That's a very simple answer. You need to, Crystal, first ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? Yes or no?
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Just listen to me. If you believe in yourself, do you always have plans or dreams for your future or not?
I have.
All right. Can I ask you, every day before you go to sleep, do you look in the mirror and ask yourself how far you've achieved your goals?
Yeah.
You do it every day, or are you lying to me?
Yes, I'm always saying to myself, but I felt tired, you know.
Yeah, okay, but you
Or
see,
maybe
this is
because
the
I have
problem.
some.
But hold on, listen to me. The problem is your negative passive attitude. If you look at yourself and tell yourself that you're tired, that is the reason why you feel that way. Because if you feel negativity about your own self-being, then you wake up the next morning with a negative attitude. Our brain has two sides to our brain. I think you've heard this from me in previous classes. One side of your brain is the nerve center of your brain. And that nerve center measures how you feel, and it actually sends arousal, electric shock to the other side of your brain, which dictates your attitude and your way of thinking. So if you go to sleep telling yourself you're tired, then the next day you're going to wake up being tired. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So what do you need to do differently? What do you think you need to change?
I think my negativity.
Right. Okay. So I want you to say it. I will stop being negative. Can you say that?
I will stop negative.
I will stop being negative. Can you say that?
I will stop being negative.
Can I ask you, are you working at the moment?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm from Philippines, but I'm currently here in Moscow, Russia.
Okay. Can I ask you, are you happy with your job?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Can I ask you, do you want a better job one day?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Yes.
So the way for you to think positively is to dream of your better job and the money you're going to make. And you need to go to sleep with the ego that one day you're going to be in a better job. But don't go to sleep saying, I'm tired. Because if you go to sleep saying, I'm tired, you're never going to achieve that dream. Because the next day you'll lack the motivation that's needed to achieve that goal. Do you understand that?
Yes, maybe because I'm currently nanny and I'm studying and I have a small business in the Philippines and I have small online selling also. That's why I have stressing out because
Well,
I'm eager to be a
no, hold
success.
on. If you have a negative mindset and you change that to a positive mindset, do you know how much more successful you would be in achieving your goals? And the reason why your businesses might not be doing too well is because you always have a negative mindset. If you can convince yourself to have a positive mindset, maybe you'll be able to get a lot more out of your online business and the business in the Philippines because you'll be thinking much clearly. Do you understand that?
Yes, yes, thank you. Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you again soon. I'll talk to you at the next Biztalk. Thank you so much.
Okay,
All right.
thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Who else has a question for me? Who else has a question? Let's talk to Ronald Eldridge Mendoza. Hello, Ronald. Can you unmute your microphone? Ronald?
Unmute.
Yeah, hi,
Yeah, hi,
Ronald.
sir.
How can I help you? Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, hi, sir. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but I see some friends here from our business course. So I
Yes.
thought this is also part of it. Maybe I'm just late because I'm also attending other seminars. Anyway, sir.
Okay,
Like what I've
but
said,
tell me, Ronald, what do you understand by when I say millennial mindset? What have you learned?
sir, again, actually, I am late, but I can answer your question based on my own
All right.
perspective.
Okay, Ronald, if you go to our social media on by Monday or Tuesday next week, if you go to our YouTube channel, the Apex Stories, you'll be able to watch the video on YouTube. And if you still have any questions, you're welcome to call me or message me. I'd be happy to send you a copy of the PowerPoint. Would that help you?
Yes, sir. That will definitely help.
All right, Mr. Amala, could you send
Thank you,
Ronald
sir.
Eldridge Mendoza Oricchio? I'm sorry about that. Mr. Ronald Eldridge Mendoza Oricchio, my WhatsApp number in the chat, private chat. Ronald, send me a message today. Say, I'm Ronald. I attended Biztalk. I was late. Please send me the PowerPoint and I will do that for you. Would that help?
Yes, sir. A lot. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you again.
I'll see you at the next Biztalk. Thank you, Ronald. Okay, let me talk to the next person here. Victoria, are you there, Victoria? Hi, Victoria. Can you unmute your microphone, Victoria? Victoria Reyes. Hi,
Hello,
Victoria.
sir.
Hi, how are you today, Victoria?
I'm good, very good, very
Tell me,
well.
what have you learned from my session today, young lady?
Well, I have actually I already have that mindset before, but after listening to you, I was more inspired to go on and continue what I am doing. It was a personal boost, and it made me more inspired to go on with all my aspirations and goals in life.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at the next Biztalk in 2 weeks.
Adding up, I also would like to say to my co-participants that we should always be positive. Challenges are all along the way, but we can eventually overcome everything. and very important to empower yourself in all aspects.
Great, excellent. It's so good to see you say that, Victoria. You have learned so much since you started attending my sessions. I'll see you at the next Biztalk, Victoria.
Thank you so much.
I want you to say after me, I believe in myself. Can you say that?
I strongly believe in myself.
Everybody give Victoria a big hand, please. Can everybody clap for young Victoria? Congratulations, Victoria. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you so much. All right, I have one more person with their hand up here. And who is that person? Let me find out. Hold on. Who else has their hand up? Could you show me who you are? Just hold on, guys. Okay, all right, that person has disappeared. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from me, today has been a short session. We've only run an hour and 40 minutes. I usually run my Biztalks for 2.5 hours, but today the session was not intended to be a full session. It was intended basically to motivate you as people and get you thinking like millennials. Our next Biztalk will go back to a full 2-hour session and probably run normally 2.5 hours, and we'll go back to an academic subject. Somebody has just put up their hand. Bear with me for a moment, please. Okay, no, they put their hand down again. All right. Okay, so does everybody understand where I'm coming from? Does anybody want to ask me another question before I go? Georgie, do you want to talk to me? Georgie Garkov. Hello, Georgie. How are you today, mate?
I'm good. I'm good, sir.
Good.
Hi, how are you?
What have you learned from today's session, sir?
I learned how to be successful millennium. I'm millennium. I'm 86 year born.
Good.
So
excellent. All right, good. Do you think that's going to help you with your track to success?
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Go ahead.
I feel that I need to demand more of myself and to look for the better opportunities.
God bless you. I look forward to seeing you achieve that. Thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you at the next Biztalk. Thank you, sir. All right, let me talk to, you're welcome. Mr. Sonam Dorji, are you there, Sonam? Hello, Sonam. Would you like to unmute your microphone? No? Okay. Nisil, okay. Malith Bugaso. Hello, Malith. Would you like to unmute your microphone? Hello, Malith. Where are you from?
Yes, hello, sir. I'm from Philippines, but currently here in Kuwait.
Okay, tell me, what have you learned from my session today?
Well, I've learned a lot. Learn being intrinsic like this, learning to aim more, to be successful, like be positive minded. Like this.
Fantastic. All right. I want you to say after me, I believe in myself. Can you say that?
I believe in myself.
All right. I want you to say it a bit louder and smile. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Good girl. I'll talk to you again soon at the next Biztalk. Study hard and make sure you have a big ego. Do you understand that?
I understand, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me talk to the next young girl here that is hiding from me. Who is she? Josephine Tabig Santos. You want to say hello, Josephine? Hi, Josephine, in your beautiful pink dress. You look so young today. Talk to me, Josephine, on your microphone. Are you there? Hi, Josephine.
Hi, sir.
Okay, what have you learned?
I'm still working.
Okay, what have you learned from my session today?
I've learned about big ego and to be successful someday.
Yes.
And I'm here in Cyprus. I'm working as a domestic helper.
Okay, but have I inspired you to think bigger and to plan for your success?
Yes, sir, of course. I want to be a successful.
Good, excellent.
Sir, I want to ask something.
Yes, go ahead.
But why you don't give me any certificate?
Well, if you
I
attend,
always
no, hold on, hold on.
attend every
No, hold on,
time,
hold
but
on.
I
No,
don't
that's not
receive
correct.
any
No, hold on.
certificate.
If you have attended Biztalk and your name is registered correctly with your correct email, and you stay for the full session and you haven't received the certificate, I will make sure you receive it.
You heard me.
Are you there? Hello? Hello? Mr. Amala, can you send the lady a message? Tell her to WhatsApp me her name, full name, and her email address, and say that she has not received Biztalk certs, and we will definitely send them to her email. Can you do that, Amala, please? Thank you, Amala. Please message me, young lady, your full name, your email address, and I will make sure you receive all the Biztalk certificates if you have attended the sessions and we have your correct email address and camera working. No issue, I will make sure you get your certs. Okay, I do apologize if they haven't reached you, we will fix it. Okay, let's go. I have more participants who've raised their hand. Priya Balakrishnan, would you like to talk to me? Could you open your microphone, Priya? Hi, Priya, how can I help you?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. How can I help you?
Okay, after I listen your motivation, so it more helped me to improve myself in a business in future. And I daily I'm doing a meditation and manifestation on how to achieve in our life. So it's a really help you're motivated.
It's my pleasure, Priya. That's what I'm here for. So do you think today you're going to go away with you've learnt about the 3 important parts of being a millennial, which are having an ego, being egocentric, being eccentric, doing things better, and also being technocentric. Will you remember those 3 elements of today's lesson?
Yes, sir.
All right. I look forward to seeing you at the next Biztalk, Priya. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Priya.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, let me talk to Rosalind Rama. Are you there, Rosalind? Hi, Rosalind. Would you like to talk to me? Go ahead, Rosalind.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Sir.
Good evening to you.
I just have a question.
Go ahead.
How are millennials different from other generation?
Well, that is half the lesson, Rosalind. Millennials are people that are very much tech savvy. They spend a lot of time reading social media and using the World Wide Web. They're people that are very much global minded. They want to actually put their foot on the world. They're very much poised to be successful. They're hungry to actually put their foot in business somewhere in the world, okay? But the most important part is they constantly have an ego. They're constantly setting themselves goals. They're constantly keeping up with technology, and they're constantly being eccentric. Everything they do, they try to do differently, so they're better than everybody else. Do you understand that?
Yes. So you mean the other generation they are not focusing the technology, or they don't have any attention?
Most of the other technologies, well, let me put it this way. If you go to Generation Z, they are definitely not as technocentric, and their ego is usually not as powerful as millennials. If you go to the baby boomers, okay, again, the baby boomers are very old and they're definitely not in that range. So if you are a millennial and you're in Generation X or Z, you still have the ability to think like a millennial, like a Gen Y. But even though you don't fit into the age, you still can behave like one, but you need to put more focus on being technocentric, on making sure that you're constantly upgrading your ego, and you always go out of your way to do things differently and better than everybody else. Do you understand that?
Yes. Okay, sir.
Are you sure you understand?
Yes,
or you're just saying yes?
No, I understand, sir. So
all right,
just
can you
for
repeat
example,
after me?
Yes.
Repeat after me. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
All right. How long have you been working at your job at the moment? How many years have you been in that job?
12 years. I'm here in Egypt.
All right. You would really like to find a better job. Is that right?
Yes, I
All
will
right.
soon.
You will. You keep studying and you keep motivated and keep thinking like a millennial. Do you understand that? Always set yourself goals. Always have an ego. Never give up. Do you understand?
Yes, I will.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody else want to talk to me before I go? I'm here to help. You don't have to be shy. Okay. Well, my name again is Wally Rauda. It's been my pleasure to have you here for Biztalk 61. As I said, Biztalk 61 was facing the issues of the millennial generation, Gen Y. And that is because the millennial generation, by the end of 2023, will basically be the largest working population in the world based on their age bracket. Companies today prefer to employ people with the Gen Y mindset. It doesn't mean that you can't be in the Gen X or Gen Z age bracket, but you have to have the Gen Y mindset. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so our next Biztalk in 2 weeks, we'll go back to a full session and we'll be dealing with a business-related subject again. Does anybody else want to say hello before I go? Can you wave your hand to me? Majaki Ramumo, could you unmute your microphone? Are you there, Majaki? Hello. Are you there, Majaki? Go ahead. Can you unmute your microphone, sir? Yes. Hi. How can I help you? Are you there, Mr. Majaki? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Majaki. All right. Lin Ong Kant. Are you there, Lin? Would you like to unmute your microphone? Hi, Lin. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. Can
Yes,
I
go ahead.
Copy about this?
I can't hear you. You need to speak up. I can't hear anything you're saying. Are you there? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Lin Ong. Mr. Amala, could you send Lin Ong my WhatsApp number by private message? Yeah, I can't hear you, sir. You've got a lot of noise and echo in the background. Could you send him my number, Amala, and ask him to message me, please? Thank you. Mr. Majaki Ramarumo, would you like to unmute your microphone? Go ahead, sir.
Yes, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can, sir. How can I help you?
Okay, thanks. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the lessons. And I recently I sent you the text where you said we must be sending you will send us the link. The session was about dealing with a difficult customer.
I have sent it to about 40 students. If you have not received it, could you please WhatsApp me again today, and I'll make sure you get it before Monday. But I sent it out to about 49 students, so I'm not sure why you didn't receive it. But please message me again today. Just say that you require which Biztalk, and I will be happy and most adamant to send them to you again by Monday. Would that be okay with you, Majaki?
It will be okay, and I will resend it once again today.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome to Biztalk. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
For the last question, please.
Yes,
I
go
want to
ahead.
know, like you're saying, for us, I'm not feeling within that bracket of millennium because I'm from 81 then. So, but I want to know how possible is it that when finishing the course, like now I'm doing postgraduate, possibility that I must go and have the so-called internship or just practicals.
Okay. All right. If you want to ask me that question, Majaki, how about you drop me a WhatsApp message and I will call you back and talk to you, because that doesn't belong to Biztalk and I don't want to keep everybody here. But if you want to send me that message, Majaki, or tell me what time on Monday you have time, I will personally call you and talk to you through WhatsApp. Would that be okay?
That would be super good. But
You're
super
welcome, sir.
fine.
It's my pleasure. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you and God bless you. All right, I have another question coming from Sarah Ping. Hi, Sarah. Would you like to talk to me? Go ahead, Sarah Piang. Are you there? Okay, all right. Ladies and
Hi,
gentlemen.
sir.
Yeah,
Hi,
go ahead,
sir.
Sarah. How can I help you?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. How are you,
Yes.
sir?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to know, sir, where can I contact you if I need the presentation?
I'm sorry?
Where can I contact you if I need the presentation today,
Okay,
sir?
you just WhatsApp me at my
Do you
WhatsApp
have
number.
any WhatsApp number
Yeah, okay.
or by email?
My co-host, Mr. Amala, will send you my WhatsApp number by private message in a few minutes. Mr. Amala, could you send it to the young
Thank
lady
you, sir.
now, please? Thank you. All right.
Received, sir. Received. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Okay, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen,
sir.
from me, Wally Rauda, it's been my absolute pleasure having you here today. My passion is to train and teach people to be successful. I look forward to seeing you all at the next Biztalk when we'll go back to an academic subject, which is business related, and we will go back to studying and focusing on how you achieve business disciplines. Okay, I look forward to seeing you all at the next Biztalk, Biztalk 62, the week after next. Thank you everybody for joining me. To my co-host tonight, Mr. Amala, thank you, sir, for your support. I look forward to seeing you all again at the next Biztalk. Goodbye. God bless you all. I love you all. Study hard and always believe in yourself. Goodbye, everyone.